What's going on, everybody? I wanted to do a short video because there was just too much for me to put down and typing or anything, and I'm more of a face person. I like to talk to people. For the first time in almost 20 years, I read a book. It's called The Traveler's Gift. I highly recommend this book for anybody that is really feeling lost, and they just they question a lot of things every day. People maybe they're fighting for their families, they're fighting to keep work. Just it definitely answers a lot of questions, and it's pretty powerful how I got this book. For the last, I want to say, 8 months, I've had a lot of other leaders and just people in general that I guess have been following me in my journey, saying that I really need to get this book. And I was like, yeah, I'll get it. But I was never a reader, and I had a person that I met a few weeks ago that I didn't even know who she was at first until I had somebody ask. I was like, who is that? She came up and gave me a hug and said, I'm following you and everything. And she's actually one of the people that told me I should get this. And I finally did it. But anyways, the person that gave me this book, I went to National Success School this weekend now in Dallas, and never met this girl until this weekend. But what's really crazy is she was with somebody else that she met the same way that I met this other person, through Facebook. We've been chit-chatting here and there, and huge inspiration to me too. But what's crazy is that I was talking about this book, and she was like, the girl I just met, she's from Indiana, and she's like, I have the book. She's like, I put it in my bag a few days ago, and I didn't know why, but I put it in my book. So she actually gave me this book, and now that I'm done with it, I'm going to pass it on to somebody else who I think should read it, and hopefully, we'll see where this book ends up going. It's a gift. But anyways, The Traveler's Gift, they talked about 7 key points to success. And the first one was, the buck stops here. I'm responsible for my past and future. I'm not going to say all the people in this book what they said, because I want you to read it. But the first person, very, very, very inspirational person, the buck stops here. It's a very famous line. He says, I'm responsible for my past and my future. I look at this, and there's a lot of things in my past that I'm not happy about, but you can't dwell on that. You got today, tomorrow, and the future to look forward to. So that's something that I'm gonna work on for myself. The second one was, I will seek wisdom. I will be a servant to others. And then I read in a book that really stuck out to me. It said, the person who ignores the wise counsel is like a blade of grass untouched by the rain, soon to wither or die. Now that's pretty touching. So, and then the third one was, I am a person of action. I seize the moment. I choose now. I've always been a person of action. And I didn't really understand that until actually, I read about it a little bit more. So, that's a very good concept. The fourth one was, I have a decided heart. My destiny is assured. I'm not really sure on what that is talking about. So I still, I'm doing a little more research on that, to understand it better. I don't really have anything that I can say about that yet. Number 5 was, today I will choose to be happy. I am a possessor of grateful spirit. That I didn't understand that one either, and I read a little bit more into that. And one of the things that really stuck out that was said is, I choose to smile. I wake up in the morning. You choose what you want to do. You don't let anybody else choose for you. You let other people choose for you. It hurts. And for a long time, I've had people choose for me what I need to do. No, I can't have that. I need to choose what I want to do. I wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and said, I'm going to be awesome. There's stuff I'm going to do. But number 6 was, I will be great this day with a foregoing spirit. I will forgive myself. Now that was one of the points in this book that really, really got to me. Forgive myself. There's a lot of things that I've blamed other people for, but it wasn't really their fault. It was me. The society that we're in right now, it's really, a lot of people tell you what to do and how you should, forgive people and all this other stuff. But what you really need to do is forgive yourself. When you forgive yourself, it's really, it really puts it out there for people. But the 7th one was, I will persist without exception. I am a great person of great faith. Now, with that saying, one of the things that stuck out in this book again was, average people compare themselves. Now, that made a lot of sense because, I own a business, a detail shop, whatever. I work on cars, and I always compared my work and everything else to other people's stuff. But you know what? That's not what it's about. Everybody is here for a purpose, or they're here to do something. You don't want to compare yourself to other people and what you do, because when you compare yourself, you make it sounds great and all, but people look at that and they don't want you to compare it. When you compare yourself to somebody, that can hurt you and them. It doesn't show, but it does, in a sense. But one of the passages that was in here, I compare myself to be potential. Now, that really, I got, there's some things that I need to work on for myself, But this book definitely, some of these things that I read in here really opened up my mind a little bit. And then with me going down to Dallas here a couple days ago, meeting people, a lot of positive people that I really enjoyed meeting, and now, I'm building relationships with them, which is awesome. So, but one of the things that was in this book, I'm not going to name who said it or anything, because I really want people to read this book, but the one person said, I tugged on my papa's arm and asked, Papa, which color balloon will go the highest? And he said, it's not the color of the balloon that's important, it's what's inside that makes the difference. So, now getting back into with the Avicare business, there's a lot of different people. And, when I started doing this, I was making it about myself. And it's not about yourself. It's about everybody coming together, helping each other out, doing what's best for everybody. Because, not everybody just needs to lose weight. Not everybody just needs that extra energy. Not everybody just needs that extra income. Not everybody needs, them games or whatever. It's about the commitment to yourself and making yourself a better person and understanding what you have done in your past to reflect your future. So, but yeah, that's pretty much my thought on this book, and I actually can't wait to start reading another book. One of my mentors, I talked to him today. He suggested another book to me called Peaks and Valleys, and kind of excited to actually read it. I've never been excited about reading stuff before, but so yeah, I'll end up doing another video after that and talking about it and everything. But like I said again, please get this book. It's very if you don't read like me, like I said, I haven't read in 20 years. I can't sit down and read. never wanted to, but something told me to do this, and I did it, and now I want to share it with others, and I hope other people will read this as well. But it's about 10 minutes into this video. I don't want to make it too long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this short, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day.